India could be one of the countries that benefit from the UAE's exit from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. OPEC rules cap member states' production quota, as we just heard. These rules will no longer apply to the UAE from the 1st of May, meaning the Gulf nation could ramp up, if it wants to, its oil production. However, the war in West Asia and the resulting shipping risks could still loom large over India's hopes. Ishan Garg filed this report for CNA from New Delhi.
For India, which imports close to 90% of its oil, the UAE's exit from OPEC could be a window of opportunity. It accounted for close to 11% of India's crude imports between April and November last year alone. But now that Abu Dhabi will not be capped by OPEC quotas, the country could increase its oil production from roughly 3.5 million barrels before the Iran war started to more than 5 million barrels per day. Analysts say that the UAE's departure from OPEC and potentially increased production could help New Delhi secure discounted oil.
For them, it is a free hand now. Now, whether they offer us a competitive environment to import oil versus, say, Iran, Saudi, that's their choice. And if they can, why India would not like to do it and brush aside, be it Iran, be it Kuwait, be it Saudi.
Roots of deeper energy ties between the UAE and India were sown in January this year when President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed visited New Delhi and the two countries signed a 10-year LNG supply deal. But analysts say the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran and the US and the UAE's ability to ramp up production remain critical bottlenecks.
We feel that it won't have much of an effect. The risk premium would continue up till unless we don't get a solution with respect to the Strait of Hormuz and the infrastructure capabilities which have been hit in the recent past because of this particular war.
Experts believe if the UAE is able to bypass the double blockade by routing some of its crude via overland pipelines to the country's Fujairah port on the Gulf of Oman coast, it could relieve energy security concerns in New Delhi. For now, India says it has a diversified pool of 41 nations from whom it buys oil. But a UAE that is not tied to OPEC rules could give New Delhi more room to negotiate friendlier prices and potentially protect the energy interests of 1.4 billion people at home. For CNA, I'm Ishan Garg in New Delhi.